March 3. Dearest Suzie, received your letter today and was real happy to hear from you. I also got a letter from Grandma and Al and B. I wish you could have told me where Sandy is being stationed over here. If he is up around Da Nang, and I'm sure he is, then the chance of my seeing him is very slim, but if he is going to be in Saigon, then it shouldn't be a problem. I still haven't received orders for my next duty assignment yet, but I expect them within the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'll let you know as soon as I get them. I sent Audrey a bracelet today. I remember that the one I sent her before didn't fit, so I got another one. It isn't much, but it is real cute. Also, I got a bill with the estimate of what it will cost to get our camera fixed. Today I have to send them a money order for $12 before they will fix it. So I'm going to send them the money Monday, and I'm going to have them send it to you when it is repaired. I still have the instruction book, but I will send it to you before you get the camera. I'm glad Brian asks for his daddy. I just hope he doesn't forget me during the next few months. Oh, yes, how about sending me a small portrait-type picture of yourself? I want to get some pictures made for my wall. I have Billy's school picture and a good one of Brian, but I don't have one of you. One of your old ones would be okay. You haven't changed that much. Things are about the same over here. We had a VC hunt just south of Saigon today. We were gone all day. Tomorrow we have another one. I just found out that I have a night patrol, so I have to go out and fly at 10 o'clock. So I guess I will close for now. I love you all dearly and miss you very much. All my love. Bill. In today's letter, Bill talks about receiving letters from his family, sending a small gift to his niece, and taking care of household matters, even from halfway across the globe. But what stands out is the brief mention at the end. I just found out that I have a night patrol tonight, so I have to go out and fly at 10 o'clock. Night patrols were a crucial part of helicopter operations in Vietnam, and they carried significant risks. Under the cover of darkness, helicopter crews flew reconnaissance missions, transported troops, and scouted for Viet Cong movements. Visibility was limited, navigation was more difficult, and the danger of ambushes or enemy fire was heightened. Night missions added another layer of psychological strain to an already demanding routine. The darkness didn't just obscure the landscape below, it heightened the isolation and fear that came with every flight. During the day, at least the jungle was visible, even if it concealed hidden dangers. At night, the world below became an abstract patchwork of shadows where every flicker of movement or distant sound could signal an ambush. The sound of the rotors would announce their presence long before they were in visual range, making them vulnerable without ever seeing where the threat might come from. Helicopters flying night patrols were often tasked with flare drops, illuminating the landscape for ground forces or other aircraft. But those same flares made the aircraft itself an easy target. Even with the extra danger, night patrols were considered essential for maintaining pressure on the enemy and protecting bases. The Viet Cong preferred to move under the cover of darkness, so the men flying night missions were a vital part of disrupting their plans. Yet, like so much of his writing, Poppy doesn't describe these missions with any sense of drama or heroism. Instead, it's just another job, another box to check before trying to grab whatever sleep he could before the next day's hunt. It's hard not to wonder how these flights weighed on him. The exhaustion must have seeped into everything. The constant cycle of missions, waiting for letters, and trying to hold on to his connection with home. If fear was always present, maybe it became easier to push aside when the work never stopped. What comes through most is the routine of it all. The way life at war could make even the most dangerous assignments feel ordinary. One of the biggest challenges of night flying was the lack of proper night vision equipment. Pilots relied on moonlight, flares, and their own instincts to navigate. Sometimes, their own helicopters were bait, drawing enemy fire so ground forces could pinpoint enemy locations by tracking muzzle flashes or explosions of mortars and rockets. It was dangerous, unpredictable, and mentally exhausting work. Poppy doesn't dwell on the danger in this letter, though. He simply states it as another part of the job, but his casual mention of it speaks volumes. Even in war, life moves on in the small, everyday ways, and he had to do his job no matter the danger. Interestingly enough, he also talks about fixing the family camera. Again, this has been a constant thorn in his side, as he's tried to get his camera fixed and sent to Meemaw so she could send him back slides. Once again, it's amazing to think that among the dozens of other things for him to stress about, he had to worry about repairing a camera. The photo I chose for today was taken from a cockpit. The control panel is in the foreground and out of focus. The background features the Vietnamese landscape, as well as the top half of a helicopter flying to the right of the pilot. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Suzie, and receiving messages from the past that my poppy wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsuziepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.